So, got up early today on my way to the airport to pick up our first semen shipment. So we're gonna kind of go over the process of AI breeding today. So I hope you enjoy. Semen shipped via WestJet cargo whenever possible. We've had really good success with the flights getting here on time and shipments not getting lost, which is important when you have a narrow... Got the package. So we're going to take this home. I'm going to message my vet to let him know the package has been secured, and we are going to arrange a time to breed prairie. Have to make sure all the kids are secure. We don't want anyone to go flying. So we buckle them up. So we're going to start off with an ultrasound on Prairie and see what her follicles look like.
Are you going to have a snack?
Yes.
What are you up to this morning?
No good.
Turkey?
No good.
A little turkey. Good morning, Prairie. That's a good mama. Okay. Alright, we'll do a little look here this morning and see what we've got as far as fluid goes after that bit of oxytocin. It actually looks really good. So yesterday on our scan we had a scant amount of fluid accumulation, and when Andrew had checked her a few days before he had noted the same thing. I think he kind of described it as a fairly mild amount. I would have called it scant yesterday, so it looked like it was involuting, resolving. There's a little cyst here, which is fine. And as far as fluid goes, I would say next to none. So considering she's only, 8 days today?
Yep.
I guess. She's probably right about where she should be. We do have some uterine edema, which looks good. So let's go take a peek at her ovaries and see what we've got. What did I tell you she was yesterday? Which ovary?
4.5 and left, I believe.
Left, was it? Okay. I was trying to remember. I didn't look back on my notes. But the edema looks good, so I think she's still in. Yeah, right ovary's not real exciting. We've got a 2.5 and a few smaller ones. We'll come back over here to the left and take a peek at it. And it looks great. She has not ovulated yet, so we're spot on for where we want to be for a full heat. It's like 4.8, so pretty much exactly where we'd expect it to be. What time of day was I here yesterday to check it? 1 o'clock. Yeah, so generally speaking, you expect follicle growth at around 3 millimeters a day. So we're not quite to the 24-hour mark. I had her 4.5 to 4.6 yesterday. Today she's 4.8. So we're right on where we'd expect her, which is good news. So we will get her cleaned up, and we will get her bred. And I would expect she'll ovulate. Full heats often ovulate at a little smaller follicle size, so she'll probably ovulate in the next 24 to 48 hours, which works really well for fresh semen. What the fuck is that?
What's going on?
Hang on a second. That's a good mare. Here we go, sweet pie. Good babes. It's okay for her. Catch it. Good man. Good man. Good baby. This mare's so awesome. You like that? Done this. Cervix is nice and soft. Just like I'd expect for being in heat. Wide open. So
Good.
She's right where I want her.
Perfect.
You drive a truck through her cervix.
Poor Prairie. You're ready to roll, honey. Good job.
just tilt that cervix uphill a little bit because she is wide open. Let everything run forward. There we go. Don't come much more relaxed than her.
She's the best girl.
Right, yeah, I got this down.
You girl.
Check her probably 2 weeks from Friday.
Okay.
Because that'll put her, I suspect, in the 14-15 window.
Yeah.
Which should be about right.
So since we know people are going to ask about the stud that we're breeding Prairie to, we've got his little promo video here to kind of show him off. So his name is Spooks Big Bang, or Bubba is his barn name. We bred to him 2 years ago and got a gorgeous splash filly that we named Elle, or Eleanor, and she sold to Florida and she's looking fabulous. So we bred Prairie to Bubba in hopes to maybe get a keeper filly from her. This might be her last foal, so keep your fingers crossed that she gives us a gorgeous little splashy filly that we can hold on to. So yeah, here's Bubba's promo video. So quick recap on today and our breeding update. So we bred Prairie AI to Spooks Big Bang. We will recheck her in 14 to 16 days to see if she's pregnant. So please keep your fingers crossed. We also live covered Holly B for the first time with Trip. He had to learn a few lessons because he does like to try to kind of rush and just jump right up there without proper teasing once the panel's not between them. He teases great when the panel is there, but as a young stallion, he is still learning the rules of romance, and Holly B gave him a little bit of a tune-up, which is what he needed, and he was much better on the final approach. He took the time teasing her like he's properly supposed to do, so we like it when the stallion comes up, kind of stands off to the side, talks to the mare, sniffs the mare, maybe like nuzzles her hind end, maybe even licks her a little bit. We don't like nipping. We do try to discourage that because we don't want any injuries. So we had him tease really nicely, and then we started adding in the up cue when he goes to mount, so that eventually we'll be able to kind of give him that command when we feel like the mare is ready, and we know that he's fully ready himself because we don't want him jumping up there necessarily if he's not erect. So he did really, really good. So hopefully he will transfer that to future breedings and not just jump the gun and get up there. We kind of set him up for success and failure at the same time because he bred Chica the first few covers and she said yes immediately, so he never had the opportunity to be told no right away. It was always just, yep, let's go. And Chica's an extremely easy breeder, so she'll just stand and take all of his flubbering around and not get emotional or upset about it and not tell him off like some of the other mares will. So he got to practice and get his aim really good, but he also had the issue with the mare never really telling him off if he was a blubbering idiot. So today was a good learning experience for Trip, and we will tease Holly B again in 2 days and see if she is still in heat, and if so, we will cover her again. We do this usually for a week, so we tease every other day for a week, usually cover 3 times, and then we call it good. And as for Prairie, she's bred the once, and we will check her, like I said, in 14 to 16 days to see if she's pregnant, and we'll line up the same for Holly B after the last cover that she has. So if she's covered in 2 days time and that's her last cover, then we'll look at 14 to 16 days after that. And we do these checks not only to confirm pregnancy, but also to make sure that they're not carrying twins, because twins are extremely bad in horses. Usually the mares and the foals do not survive. Mares will often abort before going to full turn if they're carrying twins. And then if they do make it to full term, then there's usually an increased risk of dystocia, so difficulty foaling, malpresentation of the foal, so they might not be in the proper position. They can get tangled up with each other. And then usually one foal is really tiny. Actually, they're both usually tiny, but one's like exceptionally tiny. And this can lead to complications after birth if everyone makes it through okay. So we do everything we can to prevent twins in our horses because we don't want to risk losing them or the foals. So thanks for tuning in for this breeding update, and we'll keep you in the loop as we continue to go through breeding season.